Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am in a little bit of a reading slump and that's not fun. I don't want to be in a reading slump. So this weekend is a long weekend because we've got bank holiday on Monday, so I thought let's film a vlog and let's really dedicate this weekend to getting out of this stupid reading slump. So I'm in a bit of like a reading slump, a life slump. I had a sad day yesterday, nothing particular happened, just in my luteal phase. So we're going to basically dedicate this weekend to definitely getting out of the reading slump. We're going to sack off my TBR and just read whatever I want, because sometimes you just need to do that. Sometimes you need to forget what you said you'd read and just read whatever makes you feel happy in the moment. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do some cute fun hobbies, probably go for some walks, water my plants, maybe play The Sims, play a bit of Animal Crossing, like just do fun things to get me out of my life and reading slump. So yeah, that's the point of this vlog. It's currently Friday morning. I am working today. I've not started yet. It's like 8 AM right now. So I am going to be starting work soon. So I'll probably pick this vlog up probably just after work. I might go out for a walk on my lunch. We'll see. But in terms of the first book we're going to read for this video, we probably will only read one book in this video, which isn't usual for my reading vlogs. But this is more of like a reading / general vlog. So I'm going to read Spark of the Everflame by Pen Cole. I've been wanting to read it for ages. I've had it sat on my Kindle for ages, but I've been really focusing on my physical TBR, and I've kind of banned myself from starting any fantasy series that I don't own physically, because I own quite a lot of the first books in fantasy series. But then I just decided last night, life's too short, who cares? Reading is supposed to be a fun hobby. Down with the rules. I'm just going to read what I want. So we're going to read Spark of the Everflame. I've not even read the synopsis, so I don't really know what it's about, and I've only read like one chapter. I don't even think I've read a chapter. I think I'm like halfway through a chapter so far. But basically, at the moment, our main character, whose name I don't actually know at this moment in time, she's a healer, and she lives in a place that's like really warm. That's all I've got to offer right now. No, actually I do know there's like two groups of people, one without powers and one with, I don't know if they have powers or if they're just more elite. I can't really remember. So far it's a pretty standard setup, to be honest. I'm really hoping that it kind of, you know, grows into its own and that it gets a little bit more unique, because so far it's not going to get me out of the reading slump. It's not that I'm not enjoying it, it's just that it's not wowing me. But then again, I'm literally probably about 30 pages in, so like I need to shut up. But yeah, I've started like so many books recently and just not finished them, because I'm like forcing myself to read things I'm just not in the mood for because it's on my TBR or for reading vlogs. And I always said when I started this channel, I'm not going to make myself read for the sake of a vlog. I'm not going to read something if I don't want to read it, like for the sake of making a video out of it. And I think I need to get back to that mindset of like, I just need to read what I want. And I think maybe that will cause a slight shift in content, in that I think what I'm going to try and do from here on out is vlog every week, but make it like a general vlog, but mainly a reading vlog. But instead of making too many themed reading vlogs, I will still make those when I'm in the mood for them, definitely. But I'm not always in the mood for them. I think I'm kind of wanting to trial vlogging and just reading whatever I want to read during that week and seeing how that goes. So this is kind of a pilot version of that, like a small little long weekend version of the types of vlogs that I might want to do, and I'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna go have breakfast now, and then I'm gonna start work when I've had my breakfast, and I might see you on my lunch or after work. Sorry for the slightly weird angle. I've just had to balance my phone on the spare bed to be able to like get this in frame. But I've got my TBR cart here, and I reorganised it not long ago, but I don't like how I've reorganised it. Basically, I think part of the reason I'm forcing myself to read books that I don't really want to read in that moment in time is because I have a goal to read every book on here by the end of the year. And I'm kind of getting stressed about that happening. There's also books on here that I want to read at specific times, like that I want to take on holiday or whatever, or that I want to maybe save for like the autumn winter. So I think what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to, instead of organising these by genre, I'm going to try and organise them, have a section of books that I don't really have to read at any specific time. I can just pick them up when I'm in the mood for them. And then try and put some books together that I think I might want to take on holiday with me. And then books that I want to save maybe until close to the end of the year. And we'll see how that goes. So I've now basically got these books here on the bottom of books that I think I want to read either when I'm on holiday or just generally around kind of the summertime. Not all of these are summer books, literally at all. Barely any of them are. But for some reason, these are all books that I think I would enjoy to read, because basically when I go on holiday, it's like a very relaxing, all I have to do all day is read. So I feel like these are books that I kind of want to dedicate the time to just sit and read them and not do anything else. And then just behind them there, they're books that I probably won't read until the end of the year. So for now, I've just popped them back there because I'm not going to need them yet anyway. Obviously, this isn't set in stone, by the way. Like, the whole point of this video is taking away rules. So if I want to read one of the books at the back tomorrow, I will. This is just to help me organise in my mind generally when I think I might want to read some of these books. And then these ones here are books that I don't really have kind of a time frame on. I will just pick them up whenever I'm in the mood for them. I am quite excited for a lot of these books. So they're just kind of there, ready for when I don't really know what I want to read. I'll just come and pick one of these. And then at the top, we've got some books that are kind of my priority TBR. Most of these have been on my physical TBR for a really long time now. So the kind of priority is to try and get to these as soon as possible. Hello everyone, I'm now on my lunch break. I've just filmed my June TBR. It only took me like 15 minutes to film, luckily, so I've still got plenty of time left of my lunch break. So I am going to pop out for a walk. I was debating whether to go now or after work, but I'm going to go now because I'm feeling sad. Just on that note, I didn't film it because I had the like live class playing on my phone. But I did a like yin yoga. It wasn't live, it was like a pre-recorded class, but like, you followed along. It didn't just tell you what to do, it was like someone doing it. I don't know, I am mansplaining to you what a video is. And it was so good. I felt so much better after I did it. Good morning. It is now Saturday. It's like just after 8:30 or something. I don't know, I'm tired, but I'm up. And the plan today, I'm gonna sit down this morning, watch some booktube and carry on reading Spark of the Everflame. So I read a little bit of it last night. I think I'm about 60-70 pages in, so I didn't read that much. I was really tired and I was watching Gavin and Stacey. So I was a bit distracted. But yeah, I'm going to read some more of that this morning. I am really liking it. I'm very intrigued as to where this is going to go. I feel like there's a lot of there's nothing at the moment happening that's like taking my breath away, but there's a lot of potential, I think, for where this series is going to go. I feel like the thing that's happening now, so I'm not going to say, could definitely be like the catalyst to really get the plot going and get the story started and give us some kind of direction. So I am very much enjoying it. I've also set a new limit on my phone that I can't go on social media till 10 a.m, which I think will be helpful because I was just waking up every morning and just going straight on my phone and scrolling, and it was just getting me in a bad mindset for the day. Not necessarily in a bad mood, but it just meant that starting my day that way, I would pick up my phone constantly throughout the day and just scroll without even realising what I was doing, which is just horrific. So that's the new thing. I'm not going on my phone now until 10 a.m, like until I'm up and my day has started. So we're just going to sit and read. It's really warm today, but it's raining, so it feels like really muggy. But I think I'm going to get the windows open, get some fresh air in, get comfy, watch some booktube. I'm going to make myself a fake sausage sandwich. I've got some Richmond meat-free sausages. So I'm going to make myself a nice sausage sandwich for my breakfast. And yeah, I don't really know. There's not a massive amount else I need to do today. I do need to do a bit of cleaning around the house. It's not dirty, I just want to clean it now before it gets bad and then it'll take longer. I want to do a bit of a refresh today, just to keep on top of everything. And then we're going to do a food shop later. But other than that, I'm just going to try and read pretty much all day. It's now a bit later in the day, it's the afternoon. I've done the food shop, but didn't get anything that I needed, so I'm gonna have to walk back round to the local shop because we've got like no butter at all. So I've currently got 2 fake chicken garlic skewers in the air fryer to have a girl meal, because I've got nothing else to eat despite the fact that I've just done a food shop. Honestly, we're just gonna allow it. I'm gonna sit now while they cook, read some more of Spark of the Everflame. I am enjoying it. Like, we're getting into it a little bit more now. I'm still not much further in than I was this morning. I've barely read any of it today, but I'm very intrigued and I'm very excited to sit down and read it. So I'm going to pop some booktube on again. This is going to be a recurring theme, I fear, in this video. We're going to watch some booktube, read Spark of the Everflame, eat my skewers, and then I'll probably have a walk round to the shop, do some tidying up. I'm sorting out the understairs cupboard, which is so exciting. Just, you know, that's really what you need to get you out of a slump, is to organise a cupboard. We're going to do a nice like yoga bar Pilates session later, so that'll be fun, she says, hopefully. And then just relax for the evening. I'm debating having a bath. It's one of those days where I really want a bath. I'm a showerer person since we've moved into the new house. I've been having showers like all the time. Not all the time, like every day I've been having a shower. Whereas in the old house, I was very much a bath person. And I really want a bath today. My mum's given me some lovely bath bombs. I went to see my mum earlier. But it's really warm and muggy. So I think I'm just going to see how hot it is at like bath time. And see if I want a bath. Because I don't want it to make me like sweaty and uncomfortable. But I don't know. I think it's because it's not sunny today. And because it actually rained overnight last night for the first time in genuinely about 6 weeks. It feels very autumnal even though it's warm and muggy. I'm just rambling now, literally no one cares. Okay, I'm going to read and watch TV and eat, and I'll come back to you when I'm doing something interesting. That's a bit of a bold claim. I'm not sure I'm going to be doing anything interesting, but I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to go on a walk now to the shop to get butter so that we can actually, you know, have sandwiches and things. I'm one of those people, I won't make this long and rambling because it's really boring, but I just put butter on everything. Like if I have a burger, I butter the bun, like we need butter. So I'm going to go and turn it into a bit of a walk, get some steps in. We've lived here now for over a month and I could not find my watch charger. I finally found it this morning. Have I got Oreo around my mouth? I have had some Oreos. Anyway, I finally found my watch charger this morning, so I've actually got my Fitbit back. So I'm going to go get some steps in. And then I need to tidy the dining room because that's where all the boxes are. There's still boxes that we haven't unpacked and I just shoved them in a cupboard. I'm now actually unpacking all of those boxes and organising that cupboard so it's actually usable because it hasn't been usable. I've just chucked everything in. So I'm going to do that. And then once I've done like a little run round, like I said, I want to just refresh the house just a little bit. I'm going to do like deep cleaning the bathrooms and stuff tomorrow, but I just want to freshen it up a little bit today. So once I've done that, I plan to literally sit down, not go on my phone and just read Spark of the Everflame all evening. I want to get like quite far in by the end of today. So that's what we're going to do. I'm like halfway through the Larry video that I just showed you. It's her vlog, which is like over an hour long when she went to LA. And I'm just loving it. Like it's just the best vibes kind of video. So I'm going to pause that halfway through and save the rest of it for later when I'm like snuggled up reading because I think that'll be fun. I'm coming to you from the floor. That workout was a fail. Usually working out puts me in a good mood because I figured out the type of workouts that I actually enjoy. I used to go to the gym and I think probably one day I will get back to that because I did used to enjoy it, but it got to the point where I wasn't enjoying going to the gym, so I simply cancelled my membership. So I've been doing more like Pilates, yoga, and when I say Pilates I mean like low intensity. I feel like a lot of Pilates now it's just a HIIT workout, and for some reason they call it Pilates when it just isn't. It's just a HIIT workout. That's what this one was. It was supposed to be Pilates and bar fusion, and I'm following like a guide on the Shreddy app. If you don't know, Shreddy is a fitness app where you just pay a monthly subscription and you get access to like loads and loads and loads of different guides and individual workouts as well, and meal plans. I don't use the meal plans because I have issues around food, so I eat intuitively. But anyway, I've been doing this Pilates bar hybrid, and up until now I've really enjoyed every single workout, but this one was just too much. It was just a HIIT class. It was just HIIT. It was so quick that I couldn't follow it. It wasn't beginner friendly at all, and it was just, I think I also don't love classes that are supposed to be full body, because I never feel like it actually does my full body. I feel like we try and go too quickly to get the full body in, because that wasn't much longer. Like, the classes I've been doing have been like 25 minutes, and this one was just over half an hour. So if we're doing 25 minutes per body part, or maybe 2 body parts, in the other classes, I don't really know how we're supposed to do full body in like half an hour. It was just too quick, which meant that I couldn't do any of the exercises properly. I wasn't feeling it where I was supposed to be feeling it. I would much rather spend 25 minutes on 1 or 2 body parts and do it a bit more slowly and really focus on like the stretch and the mind muscle connection, than just do essentially a HIIT class, which if you want a HIIT class, literally fine. This would be great for you. But I don't want a HIIT class. I don't like HIIT. I don't enjoy cardio. I also don't know what I want for tea. It's tea time, but I'm not hungry. So I think I'm just going to settle, put the rest of Larry's video on. I'm hoping that'll cheer me up, and read Spark of the Everflame. Everyone, it is now Sunday. I haven't spoke to you yet today, but I also haven't done very much. I got up this morning and went to see my dad, and then we've just been for a little walk, and I'm now back at home watching Laura's video. I just love Laura's videos. They're just so cozy and she's so calming. And I'm also playing The Sims. I got the Horse Ranch pack a few weeks ago, and I am very much in my horse girl era. So I'm very excited. I might talk a bit more about like my sim save maybe in another video. I don't have much time now. My boyfriend will be home in a few minutes and he doesn't like being on camera. I'm playing The Sims. I'm about to host a ranch event in the hopes that people will come round and just take care of my goats and sheep for me, because I'm quite overwhelmed with the amount of animals that I currently possess. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm also going to have a snack because I'm starving. I've read more of Spark of the Everflame. I'm still feeling a bit conflicted on it, to be quite honest. It's good, I'm enjoying it, I'm wanting to pick it up and read it, but it just feels a little bit all over the place right now. But I know that obviously there's multiple books in the series and the other books are quite long. Maybe this one's a bit all over the place, kind of on purpose, to throw us off so that we don't know which way the series is going to go. But I am enjoying it. I'm just hoping by the time we get to the end of this book and into the second book, things will be a bit more, not concrete, but just a bit less messy. I don't know. It is well written, like on a linguistic level. I just think it feels a bit, I don't know, a little bit tiny all over the place, but I'm still enjoying it. So I'm going to play The Sims for a little bit now, and then when my boyfriend comes back and puts the football on, I'm probably going to sit. Hello everyone. It's now Tuesday, so we've come to the end of this video. Our long weekend has ended, but I wanted to give you reading updates before I ended this video. So I finished Spark of the Everflame and I gave it 3.5 stars. I did really enjoy it. I found the first half, I don't want to say slow, but I don't know, it took me a little while to get into. That might not be the book though. That might just be the reading slump. The last like 20% was, we were going. Do you know what I mean? It was a lot more fast paced at the end. My issue though is that the main character, I can't remember how you pronounce her name. Diem, I can't remember, sorry, how to pronounce her name. I don't want to be mean. but she really made some very interesting decisions. I wouldn't even say she made decisions, I'd say she just did things. I don't think she thought. I don't think she understands the concept of having a think. I don't think she's ever ruminated on anything in her life before acting upon it. She just does things irrationally, and I found that quite annoying, to be honest. I enjoyed the book in general, so I gave it 3.5, and then yesterday I finished that like by like lunchtime-ish yesterday. So I went straight into the second book, because the first one definitely ends on a very big cliffhanger. Obviously I won't say what, but I went straight into the second book. I'm now like 20% in to that, and it's better in terms of I'm getting through it a lot quicker. Obviously I know the characters now, I know the world, and it is really fast paced, but she's still annoying me. Like she's still making really ridiculous decisions, and like just when you think she's turning a corner and she's starting to like mellow a little bit, she does something stupid again. And it's just like, how many times can we do this? Do you know what I mean? How many times are we going to go round in circles with you being like, okay, this all feels all right, and then just out of nowhere she just flies off the rails again, and it's like, I can't trust anyone, I hate everyone. It's like our main male character, Luther, we don't have his point of view, so we don't know a massive amount about him. You see him quite a few times in the first book, but you don't really learn that much about him as a person. So he's still like a little bit of a mystery at the moment, but we're seeing him more in the second book. Anyway, my point is she'll get to a point with Luther where she's like, oh, he's being nice to me. Like all of his actions are proving that he's trying to help her and that he's being nice to her. Is he a nice person? Not 100%. He is morally grey. He is completely morally grey as far as we're aware at the moment. I feel like we're going to learn more about him and he's probably not going to be what he seems, but as of what we know right now, he's very morally grey. He's a prince. He can be a bit cocky. So I'm not saying he's like an angel. He isn't. But the way he treats her, nothing romantic is happening between them, by the way. The way he treats her and like he's trying to help her is all really quite positive. And just when you think she's starting to realise that and they might actually move forward in their friendship, whatever, just completely out of nowhere, she's like, oh my God, I'm going to murder him. Someone will tell her one thing about Luther, like one tiny thing. She's like, oh my God, I hate him, I'm going to kill him. So have you ever heard of critical thinking? Have you ever just stopped and thought that that person might not be telling the truth? They might have things twisted. Everyone has different perspectives on things. Like she just doesn't think. She just hears one thing and absolutely runs with it. Have you ever heard of the concept of give someone an inch, they'll take a mile? She's taking a marathon. Like you give this girl a centimetre, she's running London Marathon, and it's just exhausting. But I don't want to make it sound like I'm not enjoying the book. I am. I think the plot is strong, kind of like, the plot is intriguing, it's fast paced, it's just a fun, silly time. I'm just not loving our female main character, unfortunately. And I really wish we got dual point of view. I kind of get why we haven't yet though. I'm hoping maybe that will come in the next book. I have no idea if it does or not. It would be nice to get into Luther's head, but I kind of understand why we're not at the minute, because I think he is still supposed to be a bit of a mystery character. I don't know if we're supposed to trust him, but it's very clear that Diane, she doesn't trust him right now. So it kind of makes sense that we don't know much about him, because I think we're still supposed to be seeing things through her eyes, but her eyes are tiring me out because she's just she's quite exhausting. But anyway, that brings us to the end of this video. I will talk about these books more in I'm going to do a joint monthly wrap up, I think, of the books that I read in May and June. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I wouldn't say I'm fully out of the reading slump yet, but it has only been like 3 days. I feel like I'm reading a lot more, put it that way. I read like 300 pages yesterday, and I can't remember the last time I read that many pages in a day. I've been reading like 50 pages a day. It's felt like a push, honestly, even on a weekend. So I'm definitely edging out of the reading slump in terms of I'm reading more. We're just not quite there yet with like falling in love with the books that I'm reading, but hopefully that will come. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please do give it a thumbs up down below if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.